last video in the DAD series, and in this video I'll be taking you through how to prepare for the DAD interview. So let's just get right into it. So if you watched my last videos, you will know that you should be expecting an interview by a representative from your university around November. So if you've gotten that call for an interview, congratulations, and just know that your one leg your one leg is already in the scholarship. So yeah, it's just up to you to like grab the opportunity with 2 hands and 2 legs and 10 fingers and 10 toes. So let's just get right into how to ace this interview. So yeah, just expect that the interview will be, of course, online, either on Zoom or on a Teams call. Mine lasted for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. It wouldn't go over an hour. So yeah, what kind of questions should you expect? You should be expecting the dreaded "tell me about yourself" question. It's not really dreaded if you know how to answer it. Normally I go about it by just saying something brief about myself, like that's personal information, your name, and then yeah, basically your name, and then something brief about your education, where you did your bachelor's, what course did you do for your bachelor's, and then something brief as well about your professional experience. What organization do you work in, what position do you hold, what projects have you worked in or are currently working in. And then out of all these that you've said, make sure you identify the link. So maybe the link is in all this is that you've been working as a development professional in projects centered around agriculture, health, and gender. So that's the link. And then so that just solidifies you as a development professional who has project management experience working in projects centered on so and so. You see, and then once you say that, you don't just leave it there. So then what does it say about you? So you have all this experience. So what do you need, or what's the point of you applying for this scholarship? So that's where you state the need for the scholarship. So you can say on your professional experience, you noticed a gap, policy knowledge, there was a gap in development knowledge, there was a gap in governance knowledge, and then you want to further your education to be in order to solidify your knowledge about so and so, and this scholarship will be much needed in helping you achieve this goal. So that's just how you go about tell me about yourself. So the next question was about my career or my profession. So you can talk about what's in depth about what you are doing in your current position, the tasks you are undertaking, the responsibilities you hold, and the impact you are making in this role you have. And then you can update them on the projects you are doing. Maybe since you've applied, from the time you applied, there's something new has come up in your job, you've achieved something new, you can add it here. And then the next question might be about your voluntary experience. So here you can add a fun fact. Maybe during the time from the time you applied till now, you volunteered somewhere, and then you can add maybe you took a first aid certification, or you had a new certification, just something about outside of what you are doing professionally, but that still relates to good governance and public policy. So maybe you volunteered in an NGO, you volunteered in an orphanage, you can include that here. And then the question may be asked, why did you choose this university, or why Germany? So here you can talk about the university ranking, and how Germany, the German advanced academic system, how you want to learn in such a system to sharpen your knowledge base, to sharpen your skills, your critical thinking. And then you can also talk about professional opportunities the university will give you, and that can be collaborating with a lecturer, publishing papers, interning as a think tank that the university might be affiliated with, and so on and so forth. Of course, you can also include immersing yourself in the German culture, learning the German language, all entails in why you chose so and so university in Germany under the DAD scholarship. And then the question might also be asked, why did you choose this particular program? So of course you can come again with the gap that you identify during your work experience, and then you talk about how a specific course that you've noticed on the program might help you fill that gap or fill that knowledge gap. Maybe in the in the program, you saw that they offer a course in public policy, or they offer a course in development cooperation. So you can say, oh, I want to take this course to do so and so, to help me so and so in this way. And then maybe you identify a specific lecturer who you want to work with, or whose course you want to attend, or whose seminar you want to attend. um, Also, research opportunities in the university, maybe working with a certain professor in their lab or in their organization. And then, yeah, most of these universities are affiliated with think tanks, so you can say, oh, you wanted to take this program so that you have the chance to work with this think tank and improve your knowledge on this topic. And then, yeah, that is basically why you chose this program. So you first identify the knowledge gap, you talk about a specific course in the program that you are eager to learn, a specific lecturer that you identify that you want to work with, and then the research opportunities and the internship opportunities that the program or university offers that you want to benefit from. And then you can also, in order to seem to appear well-rounded, maybe you also identified a club in the university, maybe a debate club, a swim team, or maybe any team or club in the university that you are interested in joining. That is like extracurricular, so that you appear well-rounded. And then also you might be asked the question, what are your plans after the program? So here you mention your short-term plans and then your long-term plans. That should be in relation to the program and then your professional aspirations after the program. You might be asked if you have any questions for them. um always say yes. Don't say, oh no, I don't have any questions. It makes you appear unprepared of sorts. But yeah, I would always advise that you have some questions of your own in hand, for the university representative who will be interviewing you. So I personally forgot the questions I asked, but I have some here that will benefit you that you can use. So maybe the first question you have for them might be, what are there any specific opportunities for scholars to engage with German institutions or partners on internships, research, or policy projects during the scholarship period? So that will let them know that apart from academics, you are really interested in working with organizations, working with lecturers, and working with the university as well, on research projects, on development projects, on any other projects that they might be going or they might be undertaking, so that it would appear that not only do you want to receive from the university, but you also want to give your skills, your research skills, and any skills that you might have, and contribute to whatever projects or research they might be undertaking. And maybe the next question you might have for them is, beyond academic coursework, what kind of leadership or professional development activities does the program emphasize or offer for preparing scholars to be change agents? So this also sets you apart from just an academic focused scholar to a scholar who wants to improve on their leadership skills as well. So these can be the kind of questions you have to have up your sleeve, for the interviewer. So yeah, and normally this is how the interview goes. It's like a conversation, or you should treat it as a conversation. And then I have some tips, just to make you prepared for the interview. So make sure you have stable internet connection in a quiet and bright surrounding. Make sure you are well rested before the interview so that you can keep your nerves controlled. Make sure you are professionally dressed, at least from the top up. Make sure that what you say correlates with what is stated in your CV and motivation letter, because they might have those on hand while they like look through and ask you questions. So make sure you are conversant with whatever you've written on your CV and motivation letter. Yeah, and also make sure that there's a theme to your story. So you have to tie all your experiences, your skills, and your past education together, so that there's a theme that runs through, a theme that correlates to the program you want to go and study. So let's say for your undergraduate, you studied political science and Chinese. For your experience, you worked in an NGO that focuses on agricultural projects, on gender projects. And in your skills, you have project management, you have data analysis. So just tie all these skills into a theme. So the theme might be you are a development professional with project management skills. that has experience working in projects focused on agriculture, gender, and health. So that's the theme, you see. So how does this tie to what you are aspiring to do? That is the masters you want to go and undertake. That's how you create the link. That's how you situate yourself as a good fit for the university. And then, yeah, remember to relax and smile and think of this as a conversation. They have shortlisted you for an interview, of course. So just consider yourself halfway there. So, yeah, these are my small tips and tricks on how to ace the DAD interview. So, yeah, I hope everything goes well, and then all the best.